Yes, they got it right. And we're going to get into this wonderful video. But before that, I want to introduce our next guest, G Pinto. G Pinto has been putting a smile on people's faces for many years. And we've had the pleasure of having him live on our program. But today we are going live from his home. Hello there, Grenville. Hello, G Pinto.
Hello, Andrea. Hello,
it's great to have you and see you like this. This is the way we get to see each other now, but we'll take it because we get to see your face and, of course, hear your wonderful violin. So thanks for joining us today.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
So before we get to some other things to talk about, let's talk about that video, that collaboration that you made. I believe those are your nieces.
Those are my nieces, yes, indeed, who I was quarantined with since the beginning of the pandemic. So this is the result. This is what we came up with.
So I love that. So you collaborated with them, and who came up with the lyrics? Did they write the lyrics, or?
We spent so much time together. It was a collaboration between the three of us.
And you know what's interesting, Grenville, is I mean they're telling us what we've all kind of had to go through in their way. So a very creative way to talk about what we've all been going through. So nice job.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, thanks for sharing that, Grenville. So listen, things have changed, of course, for everybody around the world, but specifically, let's talk about you. How has what we've experienced, at least here since March, really, how has it shaped you, changed you? What's been happening?
Oh, well, I would say musically, it's definitely hit hard. But, you know, one door closes and then others open as a result. So this is where I had to get creative with streaming, for example, just keeping in touch with people. Because what I've discovered and what many will discover is that music is a definite need. And this is what I've just finding avenues to get people to take in the music and to digest it. So I found new ways to present it, other than the concert stage and maybe the ways that we're not allowed to do right now.
Well, one of the things that we talked about before we came on was, you know, how this has changed, and you said, you know, you're looking at 80%, let's say, of what you were used to has kind of gone away at the beginning when this all kind of started. But you said you're not a no man, so that really kind of kept your options open. Explain that.
Yeah, when I say no man, I mean as far as turning down performances. So, I mean, I've always I've always taken anything that comes my way pretty well, or anything. I don't like to miss a party, put it that way. So, yeah, and I found that even now as we're coming out of the pandemic, and I hope we continue to do so, is that there is this need, this hunger for people to get together and just to celebrate, you know, because life has to go on, and music is a big part of that.
So, I had the pleasure of speaking with different musicians throughout this time, and one of the things that they were aligned with is that they felt that perhaps the light wasn't shining enough on them, and attention was not given to their specific industry as others were. Did you feel the same, and where do you feel things should go from here?
Yeah, I have to say, unfortunately, at the beginning, it didn't seem there was enough attention. I mean, maybe rightfully so, because there's other things. I mean, everyone looks at it from where I'm in certain shoes, I guess, and I have to try and get out of those shoes. But those shoes still, I think they need this attention to musicians, how hard we've been hit, I think needs to be addressed. It was not addressed, what I felt, at the beginning as much as I would have liked or would have expected to have seen. So this is what it was at the beginning. I mean, and now there seems to be more attention that's been given to it. That musicians are, you know, we'll probably be the last ones to go out, you know, to perform for large groups. But there seems to be ways people are trying to get creative, and that's what we're trying to do during this time.
So let's speak about that creativity and that push to go on and go forward. You did that with some live streaming. Let's talk about that, the concept, and the attention it's garnered not only locally, but also internationally.
Yeah, this was, when I said one door closes, another one opens. That's where this came in, actually, with the streaming. The fact that I can broadcast over the internet, kind of create my own little TV station over here, has allowed me to reach a broader audience and a new audience as a result. And people overseas, for example, can tune in, or people who are unable to come out to a private show I'm performing at, or one of my, let's say, concert venues where I'll be playing.
And so, and let me ask you something. I know when you're putting on a show on stage, you tend to kind of create, I guess, the music that you're going to perform or your set list. What have you been noticing, or how have you kind of changed that when you're doing it this way?
This way, it's more, it's more interactive for sure, because people they put their comments when you stream, and I like to be engaging with people when I'm streaming. So I see what they say. People will ask for songs, so you're playing songs off the cuff kind of thing. Someone asks for The Godfather, you play it, or Bella, or one of my songs. So there's no real theme. It's off the cuff. It's very organic, and that's the way I've always sort of performed, and the way that I prefer to perform. So this has been kind of good. These new doors that have opened with the streaming.
One of the things you mentioned to me when we were speaking also was with everything that was going on, that you got to perform for a lot of, I guess, seniors' homes or long-term care residences. You found yourself standing outside of their places and performing while they watched from their window. What was that like for you? What were those moments like for you?
No, that's a total give back. I mean, it's just, you just feel good doing such a thing. You see people, they've been hit hard. And it was, I've played for retirement homes. Since many, many years. So it's just part of the mix, and what I don't say no to, that's in there. So playing for them and seeing them, their reaction is it's just priceless. That's all, and it's a real feel good for myself, and also it's a two-way street, and that's what's what's so nice to do with them, that I had that chance to connect with the seniors.
So, G Pinto, you're going to perform for us right now. What are you going to take? What journey are we going to take on with you and your violin now?
I had a little time to think about it. There's so many songs, but I narrowed it down to one of my originals. Just a peppy song, high energy. Sweet Arabian Fantasy is the name of the song, and it's a song I wrote that's on the Perfect Day album, one of my 5 albums that I've released.
All right, great. So, without further ado, everyone, please welcome, as he gets his trusted violin, G Pinto.
Thank you.
Thank you, Grenville. Thank you so much for that wonderful performance, G Pinto. We do need to say goodbye, but before we go, Grenville, when is your next live? When can we check you out again?
Oh, I haven't figured out yet. It's going to be probably in the next few weeks. Just stay tuned to if you go on social media or at gpinto.com.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Again, that was Grenville Pinto live from his home, G Pinto. We're going